Albania, country where Rita Ora, Dua Lipa, and BB Rexa are from, right? Albinism, genetic skin disorder that affects the hair, skin, and eyes. Hi, my name is Cece, aka Ceetheunknown, and you're watching Channel C. That's right, I rebranded and I make fitness videos now. Nobody cared, but I'm saying it anyway. This is my 4th time filming this video. I am actually deeply upset. Well, the lighting and everything just kept looking wrong. But I digress. So, as we all know from Twitter, I got another platinum tweet and I'm just on it. So, as I accept this award, I would like to thank... Oh wait, would you look at that? It's not an award speech. But I have the right to be gassed. But anyway, I got like so many lovely comments, but then I also got some that made me realize, wow, people really know nothing about albinism, and like a lot of the stuff they know is like really weird myths. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about today, as you can tell from the title, cause you're not an illiterate. Compliments that aren't really compliments. A thing that I receive quite a lot as a person with albinism. You're really pretty for an albino person, or man, I could never imagine myself being an albino person, but like you really pull this look off. Pull this look off? This is my face. Albinism, yeah, is a genetic condition that affects the hair, the skin, and the eyes. People of any race can be born with it. But yes, it's genetic, so you have to be born with it. If you don't know what a genetic condition is, go back to year 10. Yeah, and like one thing that people don't know is that you can have albinism without having like pale skin. Don't know why I touched my hair, but hair's next. Yeah, pale skin and super blonde hair, and like a severe eye problem. As you can tell, I have all 3 of those things. Thanks God. So I'm not mad. I like the way I look. But yeah, so you can have like ginger hair, brown hair, dark blonde hair, tan skin. Yeah, so there are people who have albinism that may not even realize that they do. Normally your doctor can tell you, but like, because it's genetic, so they would normally be able to tell your parents before you're actually born. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Here are a few things that we can do. We can dye our hair, we can wear makeup, we can even go tanning. Notice how all of these things are really normal cosmetic procedures? Oh, it might be because we're just humans with less pigment. Yeah, humans with less pigment. Let's say it all together. When I say humans, you say with less pigment. I really want it to stick because it doesn't seem to stick in some people's skulls. Oh yeah, and furthermore, to elaborate on that point, our skin is only sensitive to the sun, and our eyes are only sensitive to bright lights, i.e. the sun, softboxes, or someone flashing a torch in your face. But nobody likes that because of like a lot of the myths and nonsense that exists when it comes to looking at albinism. You can be subjected to things like the crazy witch doctors beliefs, like people believing that, you know, you could use albino people's body parts to get rich, or even just hair. Guys, if you could use albino people's hair for witchcraft spells, don't you think I would be a millionaire by now? I mean, I will be by the end of this year, in Jesus' name, and there's nothing any of you and your crazy evil eyes can do about it. But like, yeah, don't you think I would have done it? Exactly. And then although these beliefs are held in sub-Saharan East Africa and then the western part of my country, so Yoruba people, don't quote me on any of those. I mean, but don't quote me on that. Okay, quote me on the East Africa one, because they were literally in the early 2000s, around like 2008, the whole documentaries about this. That one's actually true. I couldn't go to sleepovers at everybody's house because of things like that. And you think that it's not real until somebody comes up. Like, I've had people come up to my mom and say that they can take me to their village and cure me. Cure a genetic disorder. Oh, and then of course we have bullying. Doesn't everyone just love bullying? See, I used to get made fun of by people who didn't even go to my school, older teenagers. So when I was like 13, these are people who are like 16, 17, and it'll be like on the bus and stuff. So these are people who, they're not even wearing uniforms, or they're wearing uniforms for some schools that I never heard of in my life. So who am I going to tell that was doing this to me? Or like people shouting things at me from the side of the street, or taking pictures of me. Oh, the irony, because obviously I'm a model. I'm not a tourist attraction yet. Anyway, and so, is this forward? And like we had like people at school making snide remarks. Like I remember there was this one, so there was this kid who had like blonde hair and was pale in my class. And so I remember this idiot in my area, it was actually like almost like my arch rival since I was about 4. This guy said that guy should go out with me just cause like, oh, he looks like he could be albino. And like obviously there's a strong difference between, you know, your average blonde white person and somebody with albinism. But yeah, that's a whole different topic that I won't get into. And you know, just little things like that can suck out. They could never accomplish anything in your life. Yeah, this way ain't gonna accomplish. You're too busy talking about me. Like, but anyway, I've been making the boys nosebleed since it was 4. No, that deadass happened. Man, for the most part, I was genuinely being made fun of. Majority. Well, it was half and half. Half the time it was by black people, which obviously makes me sad because I'm completely black. And then, why am I being made fun of by white people for being pale? You understand why this doesn't make sense? It's like, you are actually 2 shades darker than me. You know what it is? It's because for them, yeah, they were kind of told that in beauty standards and stuff, that in order to be pretty when you're blonde, you must be tan. Which is not true. And so my appearance basically challenges that whole idea. That leads me into people not really always knowing what race I am. Which half the people I know are like, but Cece, you are definitely just a black lady with albinism. Like, we can obviously tell. Like, you'd have to be stupid to not know that. I'm like, well, you didn't take into account that there are many, many people that are just stupid or misinformed. Yes. Or a lovely combination of the two. So, we have people who think that I am from somewhere in Scandinavian or Eastern Europe. Like, the amount of times I said I am albino, I have albinism, and someone has thought that I was talking about the country of Albania is ridiculous. So let me make this clear. Albania, country where Rita Ora, Dua Lipa, and Bibi Rexha are from, right? Albinism, genetic skin disorder that affects the hair, skin, and eyes. Sorry, genetic disorder that affects the hair, skin, and eyes. I even have this even happened in a video, like a video I made ages ago called How Not to Vlog. I don't think I can find the clip. I think that is deleted or corrupted footage. Also, it's from like 4 years ago when I was 18. But like, I was literally being asked that question. I once went out with a guy who thought the whole time, yeah, he thought that I was half Albanian. Now hold on, there ain't nothing wrong with the people of Albania, but based on the fact that I'm not from there, not a single percentage of me is from there, I don't want to be mistaken as someone who is from there. I am a lady who is subjected to a lot of different kinds of jokes. There are the black jokes because I'm black. There are African jokes because I'm African. Nigerian jokes because I'm Nigerian. And now we have a lovely category of blonde jokes, which is actually the most used category. Wow, really? There are people who genuinely think that I'm dumb because of the color of my hair. How could you really believe that you are intelligent, but also believe that somebody's hair color can impact their level of intelligence? Doesn't even make sense. Also, yeah, I was a top set matchup my whole life, and like half the girls in top set were blonde, right? So this really doesn't help your point. Obviously, like, you know, and there are a lot more people in the world that have dyed blonde hair than naturally blonde hair. So people dye their hair and start pretending. And it's always the people, yeah, that have majority brown hair and have like about 5 streaks of blonde. Like, haha, blondes have more fun. Ah, I'm so ditzy. And people who know me in real life are watching this like, but Cece, you do have your moments. Like, everyone has their moments. It's just when you're dark, it's just when your hair is dark, you get more excuses with your moments. Nobody's going to, oh, we gotta slow down, you know, she's blonde. And then lastly, but not leastly, maybe leastly, is that a word? I'm not too sure. People with albinism can have, I can't get closer or fall, freckles. There is a freckle. It is right there. Yes, it is brown. Yes, people with albinism have brown freckles. Just like everyone else. I feel like there are people that are stupid enough that if I told them that my freckles were white, they would believe me. And other things. I'm convinced. I have lost faith in people. Like, to cap this video off, like, I understand that there are people that just don't know things about albinism, but then there are people that are stupid. And really, if you had a question, I would rather you just asked me than assumed. I hate it when people assume things. Oh my god. But yeah, I will be back to trying to make people skinny legends in my next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. What's the other one? Oh yeah, share too.